What's wrong with passing Good morning, Richard. What are you doing?
Go to your animation class. Open it. Open this the voiceover.
I'm going to check I'm current. Can you dial and Can you dial Okay, don't. Okay. You're making me sad.
I don't like the sound of it.
Before we start the class, let me show us how to do the work circle again for the last time. So please just pay attention to the screen.
These two boys don't know how to do it.
Alex,
But Barry knows how to do it, but these two don't.
please pay attention to the screen. So, and this is what I'm saying. So we know what this bones do by now, right? We're going to start with the one, and the first thing we're going to do is our contact pose. It's very important to know how the contact pose looks like. So I'm just going to turn her this way, turn her leg this way, and this foot, I'll turn it this direction. You can notice that this foot here is darker in color than this other one, right? It means this one is the one at the back, away from the camera, and this one is the one that is closer to the camera. So this is the left foot and this is the right foot. So our contact pose, like I told us earlier, is the point in the walk circle where the character's 2 feet are on the ground, making contact with the ground. So a good contact pose is probably just a little over shoulder. Sorry, I need to fix this camera first. So a good contact pose is usually about a shoulder width apart. So I'm using the character's shadow. Let's not watch it. I'm using the character's shadow as a kind of boundary, so that like my work circle is not like the legs too far apart or too close together. So after I've separated these 2 legs like this, next thing I'm going to do is this leg that is behind, I'm going to hold shift and raise it up until it's bent at the knee like this. Then I'll bend this part down and bend this part like this. So it looks like her feet are leaving the ground, but they are still just on the ground. And this one in front, I'm just going to raise it up slightly like this. And I'm going to bend I'll hold shift and bend the character's body until the other knee bends backwards. Then I'll use my transform bone tool, this one here, click on the shin, not here. If you click here,
Are you listening? Are you watching?
You have to watch me first before you do it. I want you to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't just want to copy what I'm doing. So if you notice, if I click at this point here, let's say I didn't zoom in, so I'm like this now. If I click here and I move it like this, if you notice what happens, the thigh bone, which is the problem we had last week, the thigh bone here moved away from the shin bone. It has disconnected. They are supposed to be together. Let me do slow now so you can see. You can see that although the leg is now straight, but the bones have been disjointed. So to fix that, instead of moving from here, it's best to just move from the center. Click on it and drag it the other way. And it pops back in place. For the arms, since this leg is backward, right, you just need to take this one forward and bend it at the elbow a little bit. So you notice I'm not just keeping it at this distance and animating. I'm zooming in and zooming out, zooming and zooming out, so I can see exactly what I'm doing. So this is what a contact pose should look like. I press Ctrl F on my keyboard to freeze this pose need to have it frozen. After freezing it, I'm going to copy it. And to copy, I just click outside somewhere here and just drag it over just frame 1. If I drag it too much, I'm going to copy from 0 also. So just dragging this much is fine. Ctrl C, I go over to what I have here is 30 for frame for 1 second, not 24. But you might have 24 on your own keyboard.
Last week, to me, 30 or something.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. As long as the keyframe, the what do you call it, the sign line is at, as long as the work cycle takes 1 second to complete itself, it's always going to be at the same pace. But what this simply means is that instead of having 24 frames or 24 drawings per second, now I have 30. It's not much of an issue. So I just copy that and paste it in frame 30. Then in frame 15, which is in between 1 and 30, I'm just going to do the opposite.
Let me leave it up.
You notice that it snaps in place. So if you hold shift when you transform control to rotate a bone, you can snap the bones in perfect angles. So you don't have to really like guess whether at this point is it really straight or is it really straight here. If you just use the transform bone to hold shift, you can snap it in the perfect spot. So I'm going to do the same for this one before raising it up. Then I'll bend this one down, raise it up some more. So this is the last left. Right. I'm going to freeze this keyframe. I press Ctrl F already if you noticed. And take this arm up. This one forward and then it forward. Then I'll go between, so right now I can't really tell. With the midpoint between frame 1 and frame 15 is actually 7.5. But we don't have 7.5 yet. They're not from 7.5, one is from 7 and from 8.
Hi, this is an animation class.
So I'm going to choose frame 8. Okay, let's pay attention to this pattern. This pattern is important. We have this light colored leg, the leg with the lighter complexion. We have it at the back. And we have this one with darker complexion in front, in frame 1. So what that means is this leg is going to be the one passing. Right? This leg is going to be the one passing, and this one is going to be the one straight. It's always the back leg that should pass the front leg. So my passing pose in frame 6, frame 8 rather. I'm going to, before I do the passing pose, I'm going to hold shift, click on this pose, and straighten it, but not so much, but just enough like this. And then I'll hold shift again and flatten this one up. Then I'll bend this one back, straighten it like this. This is okay. Maybe I just straighten the hands a little bit. So there's something I didn't do here, which I should have done, as to turn the shoulders a little bit. And in frame, I don't know which frame should be here, but the midpoint between frame 30, frame 15 and frame 30. I'm just going to copy what I have in frame 8, copy and paste it in frame 22. Then I'll straighten this leg here. Sorry. I'll straighten this leg here and raise this one up. I'll use my transform bone tool to make sure this one stays flat on the ground.
Hello, Divine.
So just like this, I've done a simple box circle. Now I can add some other movements to characters head. This one requires a lot of trial and error to get just the sweet spots. for the body movements. Then I'm just going to circle it.
Divine.
You see kind of looks stiff. But this is basically how to do a simple walk session. If you just get your contact poses right and your passing poses.
But you don't make her eye.
Yeah, I didn't make the eyes look forward. That was deliberate. I didn't want to just do it. But if you've already done the animation and you discover that your character is not looking the way it should look, that the eyes are not facing where they should face, so you can really just click on the frame and edit it. If you're making any edits to frame 1, make sure you copy it to paste it on frame 20, the last frame. But if you want to use your eyeball to guess, let me try it now. I might be accurate, I might not be. Okay. If you want to use your eye, like to just guess where the eye should be, you notice that there is some jerking movements in the pupils. Because you really can't be that accurate. So the best thing is just to copy from frame 1 to frame, the last frame, whichever it is, 24, 30, and circle it again. That way you have exactly what is in frame 1 on the frame. To add to your keyframes. To add to your keyframes, after you've done your walk circle, let's say at 3 seconds you want her to turn ahead, right? Don't freeze the keyframe, because if you freeze the keyframe, what's going to happen is that it will get to this point and it will pause, right? Because you've frozen this point in your animation. So what you should do instead is freeze just those bones. You should just freeze the bones that are responsible for the actions you want to do next. Remember I was explaining that, like a blink for instance, a blink is not just the eyes being closed, because if you close your eyes all the time, you're not blinking, you're blind. But if you want to blink, a blink starts with an open eye and ends with an open eye. So what that means is you need to create a freeze keyframe for the eye being open and an ending keyframe for the eye also being open. And in between the two open keyframes, you can now close the eye. And how you do that is by using your manipulate bone tool. So this is the bone that controls the blink, right? Just click once on it. Now you've frozen only this bone. Let's say I come here and I click on it again. I've also frozen it. And in between these two frozen open keyframes, I can just close the eyes. So now I have a blink. Starts with an open eye and a closed eye and an open eye. So that's how you have 2 keyframes. If I want to add a head movement to this, it's still the same thing. I come here, I click on this bone that controls the head. Then here, at this point now, I don't want the head to just be in this direction. I want the head to turn. So I don't need to create another open keyframe here. I just need to turn the head at this point. And now the head turns at this point. But the eyes are still facing forward. So I'm also going to click here. Then use my manipulate bone tool to click again. Then I come here, because at this point I want the character to look at us. So I'm just going to do this. So now it looks like this. So remember, what I'm just explaining to us is we always need to create a starting keyframe for the action we want and an end keyframe for it. A blink needs a starting keyframe of an open eye and an end keyframe of an open eye. Then in between you can close your eyes. But for a head turn, you only need a static keyframe of the head in that direction where it already is. And the ending keyframe can be the new direction of the head. So, another thing to notice about head turns is turning your character's head is simply. This is going to what I intend to just today. So, turning your character's head is simply. It looks like it's finished, but it doesn't add as much appeal to the character. So, one way to get that appeal is to add an up and down movement to the character's head. So for that, because the character is already walking, I'm just going to click on this up and down bone. Remember I told us that this usually here is not for them, it's for up and down. So just click on it once, and here, you need the head to still come back to this position. So click on it once again. Then in between, we can just bend the head down. Yes. So Now it's going to look, it's a very subtle change, but you can tell it had some layer of appeal to the characters and it doesn't make it look better. But this might tamper with the character's hair bobbing back and forth during the work cycle, something to it. I was going to make her head bend forward slightly before coming back here. Like this. But okay, I think it still looks. So I just added a bunch of smaller, finer movements to the head, and already looks a lot more better than what it was looking like. So that's basically how you add to your work cycle. You can make her go from walking to running by getting a particular, like this pose for instance, although I don't intend to teach that, because a run cycle is a little bit difficult to make compared to a walk cycle. And it's going to derail us from today's class. So you can make her switch from walking to running simply by finding a good pose where you think the run would be nice to start from. Animation is basically all about feeling. Like you can try something, watch it a little bit, see how the thing looks. Like if you watch me animate, I tend to do this a lot. Like I just scroll back, scroll forward, scroll back, scroll forward. Because I'm trying to see how the animation looks. And if it feels right, I can continue. If it doesn't feel right, I just delete everything and start over again. So animation ends up taking me lots of time because of that. So let's stop this here. Okay, to make your character stop walking, I think she just has to do that. Let's say she is walking from here and at this point, remember when you're doing your work cycle, we need to make this keyframe linear. Because smooth means it starts out slowly. You can see that she's kind of like walking in place, then it's speeding up. And it speeds up, and then it stops slowly. Which is weird. Nobody works like that. So to make your work cycle linear, you have to highlight this whole translation here. Then right click on it and make it linear. That way the speed is always going to be uniform. The reason why it looks like this is because I didn't do it properly. That's the short way to put it. So if I drag this forward, sorry, this here. Okay, it looks a little better. Let's say she looks at the camera and she wants to stop walking. So at this point here, I can just press Ctrl F and I can turn forward here. This is the after I press Ctrl F, the whole character is frozen. So I can come forward here to like 100. And at this point I want her to be facing the camera. So I can either choose to animate her turning to face forward, or I just go to my frame 0 and copy the keyframes out of frame 0. And just see, paste it here. Then turn them to smooth keyframes. But it looks, although it looks good, but it still looks somehow, it's not complete yet. So to complete it, I'm going to bring the head down, close the eyes. Yeah, I'll fix all that. Although it might not be noticed in the animation. So I'm just creating in between pose for what I believe a good body tone should look like. This one, I think I should turn. So it looks like
Alex,
so I can keep on going over it for the next 5 minutes, trying to find to make it look good. But we can actually do it, I guess. So that's how you make your character stop walking. just create a fixed key frame at a particular point and go a little bit forward. Create a fixed key frame at a particular point, go a little bit forward, and turn it back to face you. That's, I think you understand what I just did. You can try to do all that yourself at home. But for our today's class, what I intend for us to learn is character acting and lip syncing, which is going to be the last thing we do in this class. So that's what we really need to create animation. So the audio file sent to us, just go to file, make sure you're from 0. Make sure you are in frame 0. Go to file, go to imports, and go to audio. You see audio file there. Open your Moho, you can open your Moho.
Import.
Open your Moho, go to file, go to imports, then look for the audio. We just downloaded voiceover practice for animation. And open it. So this is what we're going to be using for our animation. Let me teach you how to cut your timeline. Because right now my timeline is showing, I think I need to open this in a new animation folder. So it's easy for you.
Animate anymore.
You can't do it.
I can't animate anymore.
Allow your own to.
Oh no, I understand. Oh my god, this is just so good.
You love it.
No, I said this is so good. This is so
So,
good.
you can open a new Moho file for that, for this particular one. Or this animation for your own animation. Yes, but I'm saying you can open a new Moho file for this particular animation.
No, definitely.
Or do it on frame, on this one. But to do it on this one, you need to delete your work cycle. So if you don't want to delete your work cycle, you can create a new Moho file, import this damn character again into it, and the audio.
But how do I put it in this?
I really like have two work cycles or the same work cycle for some reason.
And you can just create a new file and import it for character and the audio into the new file. So to cut your timeline, because mine is at 7:20 now. I don't know what yours is showing. So let me explain this to us. When you see this 0 of 720 or 0 of whatever number you have on your screen, it means that this frame 0 here is where your needle, this blue thing here, blue line here. Let me move it so you can see it. This.
It's not allowing me to import it there.
This blue line here is your timeline needle. It shows you where you currently are on your timeline. So here now you can see frame 31 of 720 is because the blue line is on frame 31. And this 720 is the length of this ruler. Can you see it? That 720 is the length of this blue timestamp measurement or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So if you want to cut it short, for this animation now, this voiceover rather, is just a little bit over 4 seconds long. And if you have your animation stretching up to 1 minute, you're going to have like a whole, after 4 seconds, you're going to have like 56 seconds of nothing happening on your animation. So sometimes you want to cut your timeline short. So I'm going to cut it at 132. To do that, you just have to hold Control, put your cursor on the number, and Alt. Put your cursor on the number and right click. Now you've cut your timeline, and your timeline.
Are you whispering singing Moana at me?
The timeline is going to stop here.
Dad!
this again. If you want to extend your timeline, sorry, so let me say it again. So to extend your timeline, hold Alt, put the cursor on the ruler here. If you press Alt and left click, that's a normal clicking. It's going to extend it to that point. To put it, you have to right click. So when you hold Alt, wherever it puts this for right click, that is where your timeline is going to cut off at. Right. So I won't mind to here. Now, the next thing I'm going to show us is the parts of animation that I really don't like. Sometimes I even have to outsource it to other animators to help me with. So, and that part is lip syncing. It's tedious. Okay, so for our lip sync, we have everything in the characters layer written in Chinese. Not everything, we have most things in the characters layer written in Chinese. So I don't really know where the mouse is. I can't understand the kanji they call it. So I'm going to click on this layer selector. Can you see layer selector on your tools here? Layer selector. I'm going to click on it and click on the mouse. Alright, so this is the mouse. Let me just quickly rename it to mouse so that I don't have to forget.
Wait, there are two mouths.
How are there two mouths here?
See? It's like one. There's like one
Okay,
over.
sorry, let me explain this properly. So when you use your layer selector, you click on the mouth. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see teeth, tongue, mouth. Right? And all of them are inside a group folder, probably called M. Can you see that? They're inside a group folder called M. This M here is the mouth pose for this. This F here is the mouth pose for this mouth shape. This L for this mouth shape, this U for this mouth shape, this O for this mouth shape, just like that. So there are so many mouth shapes, which is what I was explaining to us in our previous class, that creating a mouth, you have to create a mouth shape you have to create a mouth pose for every mouth shape, and it takes a whole lot of time because you need to create several layers and then put them in a group, then create again for as many mouth shapes as you need. You just have to keep on doing that process, and it can take you hours. So we have all our which mouth shapes?
Do the sound first. Okay,
we have all our mouths in a mouth group. I think I must have labeled the wrong group. Yep, I labeled the wrong group. Chinese head. I think this is the mouth. Okay, this is the mouth. So this red one is the mouth. Can you see my screen? Oh, I didn't see. So can you see this red one here? If you use your layer selector tool and you click on the mouth, this red one here is actually the main mouth there. All of these other mouth groups are inside of it. So you can just click on it to rename it to mouth by removing the show. So after you've gotten your mouth layer and you name it, the next thing you should do is click on window up here and look for switch selection. Look for switch selection. It's going to bring up this other window here where you have your different mouth shapes arranged for you. So now we come to the part of the lip sync thing that I really don't like. I'm going to zoom in properly.
What if we?
No, I can't find the sweet selector.
What if we end up liking it?
So I think
What if we end up
I can't find
you end up doing what?
What if we end up liking it?
Liking it. You can like it. I know some people that like it, but I don't like it. It's very time consuming. Especially when you're working on video series of like 15 minutes long, you have to make everybody talk.
I can't find it.
Except that this
That's all.
is a mouth pose. This is M. Right? This is M, this is M, this is M. So all these mouth poses are inside
Jara, who did
this
you-
corridor. You close the seal, see that
Jara.
close? It means that this red one here is the mouth group. So you just name it to mouth, so it's easy for you to examine. And when you're on that mouth group, you see a mouth group here. Click on window and you see switch selection down here.
Why is it making a noise?
Alright. So just leave it like, do you know how I got to this switch selection? So you have to be on the mouse, the main mouse group, before you click on window, then you see your switch selection on that. So if you already have your switch selection open,
His one is doing weird.
open your switch selection. Go to window, go to frame zero, make sure you're always at frame zero.
So you have to use the mouth
You
shape
didn't even input your
to what he's saying. He's saying.
Why is it not working here? You didn't cut your timeline. Sorry. Hold Alt on your keyboard and right click to cut your timeline so that it doesn't just keep playing till the end. Then if you go to window here, while you're on your mount layer, if you go to window, you see switch selection. This switch selection is what you're going to use for animating the mouse poses. Since you're animating mouse poses, you don't need a lot of timeline space.
Yes.
Oh my god, this thing is not working. Then how do you make it go the other direction? Like this timeline thing. I'm trying to make it shorter.
Just cut it now.
I'm pressing Alt and it's cutting from the right
Right
side.
click is
No,
not
let's
left
click.
click.
Right click. Sorry, I think he has.
Okay.
Right, so
Why are your eyes like that?
remember that this is why is it not working? What's going on?
Yellow.
It does not work.
Oh, it's working now. Why was it not working before? So this is the M. No, it's something is wrong here. Your timeline looks weird.
Should I video you guys? Should I video you guys?
His thing
Eh?
But just drag it along. It sounds
So,
like the same yellow.
just close the doors and on the mouse layer.
Just drag it
your
along.
mouse layer go to window.
Yellow.
Switch selection. And I like having my purple lights.
No, I mean like the mouth pose.
So you don't need
Just-
to. So you don't need so much space here for animating the lip sync since your screen is small, but you can actually get it done.
Why are you all doing that?
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do now is to make a card at all. And
Wait, so how do you make that blush? What do you want like this?
which blush?
Blush.
The blush is always
It came with the character.
Came
Why
with
is
the
yours so
character.
circular?
Yes. What?
His own is so circular.
It's just your model. If you render it, so press render and control arrow, you see it properly.
Just push.
The blush is there.
Oh, wait, that's how you render it. Control R.
That's like a render preview. It only renders the picture. It doesn't render the full video.
Right.
So I'll show us how to render the full video at the end of this. The thing about making your character talk is paying attention to the sound. I think they call it phonemics. Paying attention to the sound of the audio, and it's very time consuming. So just watch how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I
First
don't
of
know
all,
how to put it.
First of all, I listen to a portion of the audio, let's say like up to like 4 or 5 seconds of the audio. I can listen to it like twice or thrice so I can remember exactly what was said before I start doing the next part. So I'm going to listen to this audio.
Dad, are you whispering Moana at me?
They said that I you whisper singing Moana at me. So she starts with dad, right? And if you check here, you notice that we don't have
Yes.
D,
Oh, we don't.
right? We only have Z. And the thing with phonetics is so many sounds have the same mouth shapes. Like this Z here, the sh sound, the T sound, the S sound, the ch sound, that's CH sound. So many sounds, like you just find them out as you animate, have the same pronunciation.
So how do we insert them?
That's what I'm trying to stress. Don't start doing it yourself. Wait, let me finish first. I know you like walking.
As in, the boy, he's already doing.
So,
I'm not doing anything. I'm just scrolling. Just scrolling between the different.
Did they say you
ones.
should screw?
Bruh.
Is it you're saying bra?
there are two kinds of interpolation in Moho. And did you hear what I just said, Alex?
Yes,
What I said?
there are two types of calculations in Moho.
There are two kinds of interpolations in Moho. And one interpolation works like a step, and the second interpolation works like an animation. So you know how when you are animating a character, like when we are doing the work cycle, we created the contact pose, then we did the passing pose, and Moho just filled the in between for us, between the contact and the passing pose. So we didn't really have to animate every step of the way. We really animated the key poses and Moho filled in the rest for us. That's the normal interpolation Moho has. And then there's a step interpolation which switches from pose to pose. The default interpolation for this particular mount we have here is the normal interpolation. And what that means is it's actually the best kind of interpolation for animation because it gives a kind of realism to your animation. So what that means simply is, let's say I'm going from this M pose to this D pose or Z pose. You see that in between, Moho fusing the beat to make it feel like it's that this is normal interpolation, but it's difficult to animate this kind of a lip sync to this kind of interpolation, and it's much more tasking. I feel like showing it to us is going to confuse us. So let us switch to, it's going to confuse us. So let's switch to an easier interpretation. So for that, while you're still in your mouth layer, go to your layer settings or click on these three dots. And you see switch here on the list. Then turn off interpolate sublayers. Apply. Now you are going to see this long white bar on your timeline.
My settings is not working.
Sorry?
My settings is refusing to click.
My own is clicking, and then when I press,
Just double click on the mouse layer.
when I press switch, I'm going to press enter. When I'm done with all the settings,
Go to
press
switch,
enter.
turn off the interpolate sublayer.
I don't see anything.
Switch, you go on switch. Turn off interpolate sublayers and press enter. Okay, you're going to see a long white bar on your timeline. What that means is your interpolation has changed from the normal interpolation to a step interpolation. Normal interpolation to step interpolation. Now, if I change this thing here, you notice that Moho doesn't fill in the gaps. It just switches to the next mouse pose. It might not look as good as the first one, but it's much easier. It doesn't require so much step. So, and in the beginning we hear, in the beginning we hear, you can hear that sound, right? So we are going to use we are just going to click on the Z, then here, there's an R sound, let's look at it here. There's another D sound here. And here,
Are you animating right now? How are you?
close the mouth.
Oh.
So you can see that there are like different mouth shapes here. We was what we call switch selection. So
Should I animate now?
hold on. So we don't have conflicting all these and clashing with each other. Go back to frame 0, please.
Oh, we're
So
supposed to
let me
do
do it again.
No, why?
Please listen to me and watch, please. I'm going back to point 0. So the first sound we hear is what so I'm pressing the right arrow button on my keyboard. So move on the timeline. So I've heard this sound. I will know that it's here on our switch. What do you call it? Switch selection. Then I'll click on this sound. Then here where the R sound comes up, I'm going to go for the R sound. The R sound is the last tip here. I can actually switch to an air sound because it looks like a closer mouth, a mouth like about to get closed.
Oh my god.
Then I'll put this sound here. Then after this word, I'm going to close her mouth. Like here. Then here is are you. So I'm going to start my R sound here again. And there's a U sound here. Let me use this.
Excellent.
So for the
Let me see, play.
watch what I'm doing.
That's nice, Jada.
For the U sound, for the U sound, for the IU, I've used the U shape. Then for the whisper,
Isn't this art? Like
I'm going to click on the E. So remember I said that some mouth shapes have the same, some sounds have the same mouth shape. So for the whisper, that's in the whisper, I'm going to use this S. Then for the P in whisper, I'm going to use the mouth close. Okay, I think I missed something.
You missed R. And put A where there was R.
So the N sound in singing and even the G sound has the same mouth shape, this Z with the 2 teeth showing. And I'm going to open it here. The E sound should have this E.
So let me
Then
just
for
go
the one
like
and M, O. The S sound, the N sound in one has the same shape. And after the knee, we are going to close her mouth again. And this is what ends up looking like.
Dad, are you whisper singing Moana at me?
So it looks kind of choppy.
yeah.
Please pay attention.
It looks kind of choppy. And that's because we are using this step. But it's much faster. If we had to turn on our step, what do you call it now? Interpolation, yes.
Let's
Turn on
go.
interpolation. It's going to look ugly. Like the mass is going to be floating.
Dad, are you whisper singing Moana at me?
So is the mouth is floating at some places.
Are you whisper singing Moana?
But it looks better. It looks like the mouth is actually moving when she's talking compared to the other one that just jumps from one mouth goes to the other. But this one now we need to add some extra what would I call it?
changes.
Yeah, some extra keyframes. Like here for instance, I need to open my mouth more.
Her teeth are disappearing.
Oh my god. Oh, you know, they're supposed to not be.
I think I would like to interpolate so great.
Can we animate now?
Pay attention.
This goes so sharp.
Thank you, please.
This is actually so sharp. Like the audio is actually just making this sharp. They're just moving from one from. Doesn't that sound first?
Dad, are you whisper singing Moana at me?
So that's basically how you do a lip sync. If you're checking your time, we started doing this lip sync at 11:33. This is 11:43.
Why do you know that it's exact time?
I checked before we started because I wanted to say this. So we started doing it at 11:33. This now is 11:43 on the
So
clock.
it should be done by
And
11.
it took me 10 minutes to just do a 4-second lip sync.
Oh,
So
hey.
imagine you're working on a 10-minute animation and you have like 7 characters you have to lip sync.
And they're all speaking.
And they're all speaking. And they're talking. That you can tell why I
I'm
don't like.
also moving around.
You can tell why I don't. Yes, they're also moving around. So while you are doing your lip syncing, the character has gone out of that place. So you have to be following the character. So you can see why I don't really like lip syncing. And it takes the whole process.
Okay, that.
So this is basically how you lip sync. I'm going to let you guys do the lip sync now. Then after lip syncing, we're going to animate the character. This is going to be interesting because when you have a conversation like this, it's like this, you might not really know what your character should do while they're saying this thing. So you have to act it out in your mind. I have a friend that he actually sets up his camera and then he stands up and he acts out the thing before he comes to animate it. So while he's animating, he's watching what he has done as he's animating. I can't do that, but I just run it. I just can't do it.
So, what's it?
If somebody sees that video, I'll feel so embarrassed. So I'm going to let you guys animate your mouth, then move to the next part. Animate the lip sync, and then we move to the next. Sorry? Yes, please.
As you move, like, really, like, as you audio the
I
sound.
mean, like, when it was starting.
Yeah, kind of. Well,
Use your right arrow button. As a person your right arrow button, you're listening for the sound.
So,
You're changing it here. So you can use, sorry, you can have this hand in the mouse. Is this your mouse? Okay, it's too far. You can have this hand in the mouse and use on the right arrow button. So as your hand, you can keep your cursor somewhere here. So it's faster for you that way.
that sounds good.
How do you delete things that you are telling
Just
me?
leave it.
I'm not even hearing what they're saying. That was my problem. Am I hearing? Are you supposed to be singing Moana at me? Am I hearing? Aren't you supposed
Are
to
you whispering singing Moana?
Are you whispering? I don't understand what
Are
you're
you
saying.
singing Moana?
Like
So
singing.
normally why you do when I'm working on the voice, I listen to the audio like 3-4 times to get the particular phrase of what the character is saying before I start doing all of this. So after after you watch, you can close the character's mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I want to know exactly where I am.
You can just end it when this thing is.
Where's the neutral?
Empty.
How is this an end?
And it's like where your mouth is before you start talking. It's like basically your head.
Okay, I need my fingers there. Oh my. My own, you look so good now.
And it's really good.
My own look good now. Can you come and see?
Hey guys, stop. Let me talking, please. I can't get anything.
So the N in singing is this to the D sound, I mean the Z.
Yeah. I think it's
So you can be pressing this to
What should you use for W?
W is U, that U sound. Then use the E mouse shape for the E in whisper. Then the one with two teeth showing is Z. Yes, you're getting it.
Is in what is ing supposed to do?
The E in ing is an E mouse shape. Then the N is that ing, it's the N mouse shape. The N and the G is the N mouse shape. You can do it.
Maybe that, like that thing.
You can watch. This is that. You see this dot here. This dot here. Okay, I'm pressing it. So this is your that ends here. So you can apply stuff like that.
What's the engine?
NG is the one with two teeth showing the Z mouse shape. Then the E, the I sound is the E mouse shape.
Okay, I did the E one.
Are you whispering? Are you whispering? Are you singing?
No. No, there's no end only.
Are you?
No. No.
Sorry.
No.
No, this rain. I'm tired. Let sun shine now. Hmm? Even me. Oh. I just put them in my burglary now. If they just drain out water, I still have more clothes to wash. Yeah, I hate to keep dirty clothes. I don't like them.
I don't know. I don't hear any high.
You don't have to hear it. So you can guess that after this sound is the E sound. So you can just move it 2 keyframes forward or 2 frames forward and put the E. Then move another 2 because the singing is very fast. The way she said singing, she said very fast. So you might not be able to hear everything.
Are you whispering? Dad, are you whispering?
So I'm done. I want to see if I want to do it.
Singing.
Okay, what is this?
Dad, are you whispering? Moana? Are you whispering?
Let's go. You got a little sparkness in your ears, so you want to hear me.
Actually, so I can't hear my own. Even this one is calling me. I don't know if it's keeping me.
Are you whispering Moana at me? Dad, are you whispering Moana? Are
I need to do it, bro.
you whispering Moana at me? Dad, are you whispering Moana? Dad, are you whispering?
Guys, you all try and play the one to the other one, so all try and play the audio at the same time. Let's see how it sounds.
Dad, are you whispering Moana?
What's the NG?
Are you whispering?
The NG is another remark. Easy. ING easy. So just check. You're still there? Oh, okay, baby.
You're singing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. Bro, where did this voice line come from? Is this some AI stuff?
I got it from YouTube.
You got it from what?
YouTube.
YouTube. Bruh. I didn't hear you. Anyone else? Oh my god.
Are you Dad? Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad? Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad? Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad?
It doesn't even look
Are
like
you
so.
whisper singing Moana at me?
Looks so.
Dad? Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad? Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad?
You say the answer, you sound it.
Moana at me?
I think it was for whisper.
Are you whisper
I just not whisper.
You wanted to call him Mr. Easy. Have you finished his assignment?
I'm not good.
You
Okay.
mistyped the assignment.
Yes.
Me neither.
You
know,
neither.
My own files was not even downloading, so I have to keep my old from start.
He's coming tomorrow. Have you finished his? Let him not come and be saying every time he give you assignment.
What's N?
And
Z. Don't worry.
oh my god, you guys should stop doing this. Just play the full thing. At me. Are you whispering Moana at me? Dad? His voice is so good. Hey, he's almost good.
People should teach Berry when she comes.
No, I told him you're not teaching us.
Usually,
You're saying you're not teaching. You'll pair two of you together.
What are we? These are last class on animation.
You have
You said
Wednesday.
it too.
No, I said if you finish everything today, this could take you.
Don't spoil that table. You have just this week to be here. You spoil it. See now. You don't even.
Okay, that's the broken.
They've broken it. This is their signature. This is what we used to remember them.
Is
Alex, you see, you know.
so Jada and Alex that were fighting on the table the other day.
And they broke it.
That was nice.
Yeah, I like how this thing
No,
just
I'm
keeps
telling
going
each other.
and
How do you find this hard to do? This is actually quite interesting.
It's interesting when you start, but try doing it over and over and over and over.
it just gets boring.
Hundreds of characters.
It gets boring in this
It gets very, very boring. Especially when you're on
It's
it.
like I couldn't do the whisper, so I just do not I just did a bunch of random things and then.
Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't want to mention it earlier because I didn't want to teach
So
you
it's not
something
even
bad.
hear the whisper.
It's bad. Generally, it's bad.
So
It's
there
not a
are
whisper, it's a little way.
there are times when
If you zoom out, it looks so weird. Somebody just standing like a robot or something.
Give me my phone. Let me accept something. Give me my phone.
That's not half nice.
I thought this was
It's
fun.
14 years of living with me.
Are you whisper singing Moana at me? Dad? Are you whisper singing
Yeah,
Moana?
you definitely did the whisper. What are you talking about?
I don't do this one.
Doesn't that look like whisper?
Why is the whisper?
the
She
only reason
concentrates
why
very
you
fast.
like whisper
She
is
does do this,
different
then
very
E,
fast.
then this again.
So if you can do anything
Wait.
in the middle and it looks like the actual thing.
I just did
Going so fast.
O and
Wait, did you
E
know
for
that this
whisper.
eye looks like
Yeah.
a
I just did O and E and very fast.
This looks like a froggy
You
eye.
have another
Oh,
frog-
yes.
you have another frog eye here. It looks like a frog.
Yeah, I
frog
did the
head.
short smile.
You know, one is not there.
Dad.
Yeah, just-
Okay, so this is the place. Let me see your phone, Alex.
I have to grab my own thing.
Are you whisper singing Moana?
Oh, no, no, yes.
Where was this?
Are you whisper singing
Alex.
My whisper.
No, my whisper is not. Oh, when we were.
Your own whisper has an O. Dad,
And this person's shop.
Her own whisper has an O.
Hey, that's Tizara.
Just your own whisper has an O.
this
At the
one.
beginning of
Whisper.
whisper.
That's the O.
Whisper.
Because when you say whisper, you're like whisper, like you're like saying.
I don't do that. I say whisper.
What did you
Take
use?
a picture of it, say that.
What did you use for the sing?
For the what?
Sing.
Is
Z-I and I.
Z E Z.
I did Z-I-E-I.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Whisper.
I'm jumping at it.
So
Bothering me.
let's sit down.
It's really bothering me.
We are waiting for Timmy to get done and
It's not 50.
Come on. He's 50 now. What are you talking about?
It's not 50.
I think you can go and break.
Gain inspiration from my own.
You can go